Welcome, it's just come up to 4 o'clock, 1500 GMT on Monday the 28th of August 2023. We are on the F1 Manager 22 game, and I the first thing I'm going to do prior to the race is check the statistics about the Dutch Grand Prix. So the most important thing we're going to pick out there is that the pit lane time loss is 28 seconds, and could be rain on Sunday. You'll see on there sunny on Friday and Saturday. So 28 seconds, remember that pit lane time loss. My controller, sorry about that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go straight onto the race weekend. So when I started this career, it was Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll. Although the target is not that hard to achieve, not much pressure on them. Vettel and Stroll have both been sacked. Weren't doing anything at all. We've only got 2 points on the board, and so we replaced them with Drugovic, who is a test reserve driver for Aston Martin after winning the F2 last year. And also we've signed Fernando Alonso for a lot of money. Obviously he is at Aston Martin now. So if you're playing this career mode, the F1 22 mode, I can let you know that you can get replacements in the season. I think I had a 6-month contract notice about Vettel and decided to sack him and replace him with Alonso. Okay. So if you're playing this game, it's very important to keep looking at the emails, because there's a lot going on in this game. So I always say you should go on here quite a lot. Don't worry about what we just looked at. Do have some problems with parts as well. I think there's going to be a pit. It's going to be a pit penalty. Now every single race, go to the performance targets. Always do that. Go to them there. So Q3 is a bit ambitious for Aston Martin, so we're going to reach Q2. Targets, definitely not going to do the fastest lap. Finish position, finish the race in at least 15th position with at least one driver, so that gives you, if you're having a poor race, gives you a little bit of a target there. And then you've got the hot streak targets, which are finish 4 races in a row with both drivers reaching 15. Or there is a qualifying position, which is qualify 15th for higher for 3 races in a row with at least one driver. I'll go with that one, I think. Okay. That's that done. We're R2 onwards.
It's another historic weekend of Formula One here.
So it looks like it's going to be rain on Sunday. So you've got practice there. As we are well into the season, so we're going to get a good penalty, unfortunately, for Alonso. We had to replace the gearbox or the engine, if I get which one it was anyway. I'm going to simulate straight through to qualifying.
Our race weekend continues as we head into qualifying. We've already seen a lot of excitement.
So where are we? Alonso and Drugovic is 20th. Not expecting him to do that well. He's totally new to F1 if he plays in this game. Quali 1, I'm going to take Quali 1, I think. And one of the things I'm going to do is, because mediums could be a good option, or hards even, with a bit of rain, even for a little time, I'm going to practice on mediums once I've done my soft qualifying. So he's got a good penalty of 10. Not a great start to his career for Aston Martin, but there you go. So they're on softs. I think we'll manage the qualifying one, because we need to get up as far up as we can.
Radio check, okay?
Let's check a few things. Let's check the weather first. Let's do an R2. Got the track there. It's going to be high grip. Temperature of the track is 31 degrees. Come out of there, and let's get Alonso out. let's get Drugovic out as well. Drugovic is out now as well, so we can look at his lap times and stuff. What we'll do is we'll watch it and see what sort of laps they lay down. You see that we're on actually no, I'm going to say that. So he's on his first lap proper now. Here's Alonso, and he's obviously a green sector. Green sector means it's the best for that driver on that lap. So their first laps are going to be the best ones they do. There is an automatic run plan set for the amount of laps that they go out on. You can change that, but I don't tend to. I think it works out about 2 laps or something. So chance of rain in 1 minute, 35%. So probably the best of the conditions to go out on, going early. One 11.522 for Alonso. None of the big boys have gone out. Sainz has gone out and Verstappen has gone out. You'll see Vettel is with Alpine there, so he changed team. Obviously he's retired now as Sebastian Vettel, the 4-time world champion. No real big guns have been out yet. So they're heading both back to the garage. I'll just show you what happens there.
Copy. Pit entry.
Copy that. Just pit limiter, just a reminder on pit limiter.
Late. Copy.
Going back to the temperature. Track temperature. Got 12 minutes left and we got a bit of wet weather. And what you can do is also look at the track temperature. It's 30.4 at the moment, so you can see if that goes up and down. If it goes down, it might be a good time to go out on your tyres. It's all very complicated stuff with the tyres and temperatures, but sometimes you can look at that, maybe send out, keep an eye on it. It's 30.3 at the moment, so it's dipping. So at the moment we're just going to wait until some of the Red Bull, Mercedes, other Ferrari go out. I think eighth in the season is our objective. That's not going to be easy, I don't think, this season. Meanwhile, in the season proper this year, 2023, Alonso got a podium yesterday and they're doing pretty well. Let's see if there's any on, see what they've got to make up Alonso and Drugovich. So the temperature is dropping a bit. I'm going to see if that goes up, and if that dips down I shall go out. In fact, let's send. So you need to send the drivers out, you need to reconfigure what they're doing. So that's a little bit worrying. We've got so 100% tyres. So yeah, if you send them out, you've got to reconfigure them, so bear that in mind. And send them out. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that temperature. You'll see it went out about 20.8. There obviously are things like heating the tyres up and stuff. It's a very complicated process. Also is going downwards now. Temperature is going downwards. Let's look at the more rain to come in 5 minutes. Hamilton has been out now. We're now 10th. Remember, top 15 go through. So there's another 4 to go out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 drivers left. You see the temperature's gone down to 29.6 now. I think it's time to send out. Send out Alonso. So it's dipping quite a lot now, 29.5. Even if I don't qualify, it could be useful to note these track temperatures. Remember that weather forecast is 60% accurate with the weather systems I have in place, weather centre. You can pay more to get 70% accuracy. So Drugovich is out, and now you'll see he's not improving his time because he has a yellow sectors on both his yellow on his first 2 sectors, which suggests they're not his best. He's gone down to 16th, so not much is going on there with him. We have 7 minutes left, so we have a bit more time to couple 2 or 3 pits, 2 or 3 laps maybe. coolest of the conditions now. Alonso is off on his lap. No improvement on his sectors at the moment with the yellow. Drugovic has hit a best third sector. And Alonso now is Alonso's coming in now. They're both heading to the pits. Alonso has quite a lot to make up, about 0.6 to get in the top 15 and 0.5 or so with the other ones, Schumacher and Albon above him. It's not looking good for Q1. Drugovic going to use tyres for him rather than
Okay, pit lane.
Copy. Just make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
Now I'm not sure if there is something we can do with the run plan. Is there a run plan? So the run plan, I don't normally look at this. Oh, hang on, sorry. The run plan is a strategy. Pause it. Wonder if we try that there. Off Alonso goes. It's a bit of obstruction from one of the McLarens there. That's not good. Just overtaken him.
Copy. Pit entry.
Copy that. Use pit limiter.
So pretty poor qualifying that. It says 18th and Drugovic is 20th.
It's race day.
This could be moderate rain. Okay, so can I see the forecast anywhere here? Not exactly. So okay, so Djokovic is 17th and Alonso is 20th. Now Alonso, although he is last, So I'm going to set the strategy for both of them. I don't have to. I like this to test myself really, and you can be overridden anyway. So you can either leave it and it just rolls on, and then you may decide when to do the tyre stops, or you set a strategy. It is 72 laps. Remember, a 28-second pit lane for pit stops, safety cars. Okay. Now Alonso's a good driver. Yeah, so although he's at the back, I'm gonna go with mediums, not hards. So if we can select medium, I'm gonna add a new strategy. So what I'll do is go in there, change that to mediums, and then what's that? So 72. Definitely gonna change. So 30 mediums, maybe 35. Mediums if there's going to be a safety car and rain, etc. Sorry, source of it. This is the thing. So this will be the starting lap for the softs. Mediums should go about 35 maybe. There you go. And then let's add another stint as well and take it hards from, say, 55 maybe. Okay. Okay, so that's his one. Strategy D. Now Djokovic is 17th. He's not as experienced driver, so I think really we're just fairly straightforward and go straight onto hards as long as we can. Add a new strategy. Wayne could make a complete mess of this, but we'll see what happens. And we'll say that you can do 40 on the hards. And you can go then to softs. So let's say 40 on the hards. And you could go on that strategy actually. There you go. And then you'll see those light blue lines. You've got the horizontal line and then you've got the vertical line in the middle. That is when the pit own wins those. You can override it, but sometimes if you've got it, it will come up and tell you the optimal time. So what is the rain going to do to this race? So Djokovic is going to start hard, and I expect Alonso with his ability to get through the field, so that's why he's gone on mediums. Okay.
It's sunny and bright as the drivers line up on the grid. Taking a look at the Aston Martin, they're starting in the bottom. The drivers are ready and the crowds are waiting. It's the Dutch Grand Prix.
And the first thing I'll be looking for,
And it's lights out and away we go.
first thing I'm going to do is look at the track conditions. And there is going to be rain. Is there going to be rain? It's dry, very low. Track water. It's going to be around 13 or 14 laps. Going to be wet. So that track condition will change to wet, so about 10 laps I reckon on these. So yeah, a good 10 laps should be okay, and then prepare. Let's have a look at the first thing. Now powertrain is engine EOS is 38%. That's something unfortunately having to deal with at the moment with parts, etc. So, but Alonso is on position, so that's good.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
So let's have a look at the different pit strategies. Drugovic is the only one on hards. He is a new F1 driver and he's at the back, so that's not surprising. I expect Alonso to... So already I can issue a... Does it continue?
Yeah, mate. I don't have that pace.
Drugovic is going to let Alonso through.
That's it.
Aston Martin took a chance and it's paid off.
DRS enabled. Still a lot to play for.
Remember, top 15 will give some money as well. No points, but give money, so that's another
That's a
position we need to...
for AlphaTauri.
Let's have a look at the lap times, and Alonso is lapping good at the moment. Let's have a look at the interval. So there's the interval, that is the time between each driver. So Alonso is out of just in DRS range, or he was in DRS range of Norris. Now the other one to look out for is the leader. So this is the time, the gap from the leader. So sometimes you might see that and it can be a bit misleading. That's your total time from the leader, which you can use, can be handy to use sometimes. And I'm going to put it back on interval. So Alonso is just being overtaken by Tsunoda. Remember, Alonso hasn't got a great car really because of the parts issues, problems.
AlphaTauri gained a place.
Rain will have a say in this race. Let's check the forecast. Light rain in about 12 minutes, so that's about what, 8 laps, 7 or 8 laps just said. And you can see that the around 11-12 laps it will go up, and it will go up around 35 as well. Wouldn't expect it's going to end up with wet tyres. Intermediates are around lap 9 or 10. This is the trouble, we have to get them in quickly. Mustn't hang around. So if you're playing this game, what's important is also see how far you are away from the pit entry. There you go, so that's the pit entry lane for Alonso and Drugovic. Very important, so that you know whether you're coming to the end of a lap or not. That's why I put that on. So probably around lap 10 rain will start falling. Schumacher's got a penalty. Got the red triangle, the white triangle in the red circle, red square. Now, is the weather? Let's have a look. Gasly's pitted. So Alonso is up 3 positions. Drugovich is down 1. Let's have a look. Still quite a way into the rain. Alonso is how is his lap times doing? So in another 4 minutes it's still not going to rain. You can see that. So what the lap times at the moment, 1:15, so about 3 more laps. So I reckon around lap 10, 11 we need to start thinking about what tyres we're going to go on to. Now Drugovich is on hards. Now hards could survive in a bit of wet weather for a little while, not too long. And also that's why I didn't pick Sauce for Alonso, because the possibility of rain. Mediums could last maybe a lap. So Sauce would be not good for the rain at all. You really need to move quickly when there's a rain pending. You can completely ruin your race. The worst thing is whether wet tyres are needed later on. This is why you need to look at the map. At the moment you see 3 minutes and it's 35% chance of rain. Probably the next one you'll see will have the rain on, I reckon. Let's have a look at lap times. As I say, Alonso is got a car that's really he's doing a good job really at the moment. Laps are getting better, and so are Drugovich's. Now what's happening here? This is interesting. No, thought it was going to be a yellow flag there.
Someone's run wide.
Let's have a look at
Take
that.
a look now. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. Going wide like that could cost them valuable time.
Perez is that's Perez. Perez not doing very well in 12th position. And Alonso is gaining gradually on Latifi. He's a much better driver than Latifi, so I wouldn't be surprised if he takes him soon. Be good to get one more position ahead of any pit stops. So now you can see that in 1 minute you've got 35% of rain. When that goes, we'll see the next forecast for 2 or 3 minutes, which is 1:15 a lap, 1:18 a lap for Alonso, so let's say 3 laps for 4 minutes. Drugovic has got a nice gap to Gasly, 19-second, not bad. And to Schumacher another 9, so he may not be last when he pits. So let's wait for this new weather forecast to come around. Track temperature is 28.8. That is lower than any of the qualifying that we did. Here we go. The rain is pretty soon, so
Okay, copy.
when do they come in? This is the thing. Then you'll see 65% a chance, and it's rain. So we are going to look at where they are on their laps. Let's have a look at the forecast. When the rain comes, it will go up and it will stay for quite a while. And it could well go up to wets around 35. But that's a long way off, so it will be intermediates. We will get Alonso in first to pit. Now, what's happened here? It's a safety car. Wow.
Safety car. Make sure the delta is positive.
No, Robin.
We've just had a crash on the track.
No DRS.
Car in the wall.
Copy.
And the beauty of that is, by the time the safety car finishes, it will probably be inclement conditions and we'll both be on our intermediates. The safety car has come at a great time for us there.
Copy.
And we're not going to lose much track position because we're down the bottom anyway. We'll be on the right tyres, or should be. Will be dry, so it will wear them out. That rain is going to start in literally another lap to go.
Stay cool, man. You did a good job.
So you'll see it will come and it will last and it will peak at about 34-35 laps. So does anyone else do anything the same? Okay then.
Sounds like a spin.
Okay, the rain is starting. So on lap Gasly could survive on hards. Not sure about the mediums and softs. Don't see that we could have made any other move really, being down the bottom. Now the rain is coming down now, and it's damp. It's 4 millimeters. Will take it into wet tyre territory, and they're all pitting now. Here they all come in. So we got them. Did pit earlier than them, which is good. Question is will it get high up to 4 millimeters for wet tyres? Everyone else is pitting now into intermediates. Is anyone changing their strategy, doing different strategy?
Safety car will be in this run.
Copy.
So it's going to be intermediates for another, no, at least 20 laps. Hopefully that damp won't go up to 4 millimeters. That will be wet weather tyre territory.
So there is no overtaking until the control line, and there'll be 2 laps with no DRS.
Copy.
Alonso and Drugovic obviously have less tyre wear. The rain is coming down, so anything could happen. Could have another safety car, more crashes. So let's see what happens. And now more going in the pits. Why they didn't go in earlier, I don't know. But we're now, Drugovic is 10th and Alonso is 9th, so we're in a good situation there. Safety car was fantastic timing for us. We knew that the rain would come around lap 12, and the safety car came in about lap 9, came in about lap 9, 10, and we were the first to pit onto intermediates. So we have a good chance in this race. The only problem is Alonso is got quite a low gearbox and ERS. You'll see on these engine's okay, EOS is 37 and gearbox is 40. What I could do there is, don't normally play around with it, but I could. So it's neutral at the moment, and then you got, so harvest it, defend, overtake, no, I think we'll leave that as it is at the moment. So anyway, safety car has ended, and now we're on now, and Alonso and Drugovic are 9th and 10th. The rain is 2.2. So I'm going to fast forward it till about 25 laps. And also let's have a look at the interval. Yeah, gearbox is we know that. Oh, where's the safety car there? People are still going to struggle on this damp track. So at the moment Alonso is 1.6 behind Bottas. Djokovic is in 10th place and Alonso is in 9th, so this is really good. Just fast forward it again till about 25 laps. Next thing to do will be watching for the whether it gets damper or dries out a bit, but at the moment it's getting damper.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
And now it's wet conditions. So now this is interesting.
There's a spin.
P15.
Let's just stop there and have a look. It's now wet weather now, so let's have a look first at what's going to happen here. It's wet, it's going to go down, and then it's going to go up from lap 30, it's going to go up, and it's going to peak a bit more, so wets are definitely needed to cope with the dampness now and the future wetness. The weather also, you can see moderate raining in 10 minutes, so it's as well to get on the wets, I think, as soon as we can. Now, are there any gaps between them? Well, Ricciardo's
Looks
written.
like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
So we've got gaps to go. Alonso.
Currently P9.
It's going to be wets.
And box.
Same for Djokovic.
Okay, box.
Box.
Yeah, copy, box.
Some on wets already, Ricciardo, and some at the bottom.
Copy.
Maybe we moved a bit too slowly on that.
Copy. Just pit limiter, just a reminder on pit limiter.
Just under 2.8 seconds, pretty good. And even quicker for Djokovic. It's pretty good when there's two of them.
So we're happy to let these tyres cool a bit.
Okay, copy.
Rears are hot.
Copy.
So it's 4 millimeters for wet weather conditions going down, but we looked at the forecast and it's going to go up again. So at the moment, so Alonso is about 2.7 seconds behind Gasly in 12th. There's about 16 seconds from 10th to 13th for Alonso. What's the tyre situation? Okay, so Zhou and Vettel are on intermediates. That's interesting. They may go a little bit longer on them. It is down to 3.4, but it's expected to go up again. Let's have a look at the track. You can see it says that it's going to be wet in 6 minutes time and wet in 10 minutes time. It isn't 4 millimeters at the moment. If you look at the forecast, it's going to go up again. There's going to be another spike around 35 laps, so it's going to come again. So we're on the right tyres, and just at the moment, for a lot of the drivers, it's just survival. Stay on the track. Only problem with Alonso is that his parts are quite low. But if he could get top 15, I'd be very happy, considering.
I don't have that pace.
Yeah, he just said I haven't got the pace, so.
McLaren gain a position.
But there could be some more pitting. Leclerc is out. Ferrari driver. Didn't think this is going to be a long stream, but I'll stay with this because it's when it's wet, it's always going to be much more enjoyable to take your time over it, because it can change very quickly, the strategy. Let's have a look at the lap times. Yeah, there's quite a bit of difference between the intermediate times and wets by 2 or 3 seconds, so they thought it was good to stay out on the intermediates. I don't think I made a mistake to go under wets, especially as we were low down. There isn't a massive gap there from 10th to 20 seconds, so I'm going to fast forward it about 5 laps or so. Take up to halfway 36.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Now the tyres aren't really what they want to be now on this this track, but it will get wet, so just staying in there. Main thing is to say for all the drivers to stay on the track at the moment. You can see in 4 minutes it's going to be 85% chance of rain, and it's going to be heavy, so keep it as it is. And so it is dropping down a bit. It's taken about 36 laps. Intermediates might be needed.
Alpha Tower regained a place.
Maybe the what's the name is. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's changed from wet to damp track conditions, and it's going to go downwards from now on. So it might be a good idea to change back to intermediates and then all the way down. If that forecast stays, should be right. Coming down. It says it's not going to be down. Let's have a look what happens. Remember, the accuracy of the forecast is 60%. So if they've got it wrong, because now you can see that it's coming down a lot. You could easily get up to wet conditions again. Now this is going to be interesting. So it's 59 seconds behind Sonoda. There isn't really much chance of they're on wets and then they're on intermediates, and there might be some of them will pit. Contained to rain, wet. Yes, see, so it says damp, wet, low now, and then damp in a minute. Well, maybe there'll be some accidents and some more out because it is wet conditions now. That's all I can bank on, really. Yeah, I see it's carrying on. There's some more pitting going on now. So it's going to be damp in 12 minutes, or 4 minutes rather. Let's take it into about 45 laps. Remember that weather forecast is 60%, and that is showing now, because that is in wets. Let's get up to about 45 laps.
I think someone's run wide.
So 2 millimeters damp. It's going to go down, then up a bit, and then all the way down. So it's going to be intermediates and probably at the end. So to complete the race,
Box.
not much more they can do in this race now. Change to intermediates.
Pit lane.
Copy.
Okay, pit lane.
Copy. Make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
And that's going to take to the end of the race, really. Let's see what happens.
Rain, all clear.
Copy.
Did somebody spin out?
So EOS is 36% and gearbox is 38%. What we'll do is pace we shall conserve.
So back off.
Copy.
Engine 50, EOS 43, gearbox 66. Same thing for him, I think.
take it easy.
Yeah, copy.
Let's have a look at final forecast, and it's all the way down, and then it will probably around 63, 64 get drier. So let's fast forward to the end and get away out of this race.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
So DRS is enabled now.
Oh. There's a yellow flag. Oh.
That's a spin.
It's getting a lot drier now. As it is, Hamilton looks like he could win this race. Let's have a look at the top now that this is all over. Let's have a look at the battle at the top, shall we? So Hamilton is 13, nearly 14 seconds ahead of Verstappen. And now you're going to see them all start pitting. And we probably should do the same soon. That's Hamilton in the pits. So you can watch other drivers if you wish. You don't have to stick to the team that you're on. So I thought I'd have a look. Let's have a look at what happens to the podium positions. It's going to be dry in a minute, so
Get the tyres down now.
Okay.
We've had a crash.
it was drawn at the end. Hang on. So Drugovic has gone in for softs just to finish the race. And Alonso is going to finish off on them as well.
Box.
Okay, box. Copy. Pit entry.
Yeah, copy that. Use pit visit.
So let's finish off the race.
Oh, we've had a spin.
So Hamilton is going to win it from Sainz, and then he's going to win it from Ocon.
So that is checkered flag, but you can keep pushing.
Let's take a closer look. Lewis Hamilton picks up the win.
Without doubt, a stellar performance. Something that'll be seen as a real highlight this season.
Well, Mercedes don't have a win this season yet, and we've just had the Zandvoort Grand Prix yesterday. Alonso finishes 18th, and Drugovic will finish 19th. Well, he did finish better than Leclerc, who's out, so that's all you can already can take from this. Let's have a look at our best lap times to see what they're like. 1:14.688. very much off the pace. There you are, you see just 2 points and we're ninth. We may not survive this first season as an Aston Martin team. The only positives there are that there were no DNFs, 2 finishes, which is good. Have lost some money because it didn't hit the sponsorship goals. So it would be Monza next, so I will carry on do Monza, and I won't do a Monza before the race this weekend. I'll do it today and get out of the way. Wind tunnel has been refurbished, that's good. Okay, so let's have a look at the inbox, shall we? Let's have a look. They were flagged. Flags out. Wind tunnel. Visit the wind tunnel. Wind tunnel is better than before, which is good. Let's visit the wind tunnel. Okay. Go. Gearbox in poor condition, we know that. EOS. And we can go to Djokovic. We've got he's got a development point of 1 there, and it needs to go to adaptability. Get it right in the end. That point goes on there, 47. You see, it's quite low on there. The idea with Djokovic is a long-term thing. Alonso is a more immediate, try and get some points on the board. Inbox. All flag the inboxes. Continue. Okay. So here is the Italian Grand Prix. Let's have a look at it. 29 seconds pit lane time lost. The historic safety car chance 100%. Looking like good sunny conditions. Performance targets. Always do these. Qualifying targets is reach Q2. Finish position is 15th with both of them. And the targets already is qualifying now, 15th or higher there. And then we need to look at the car builds. What do we need to look at? Car 1 is the one that's weak. Look at the powertrain. The engine is 91%, that's okay. EOS is 35%. And gearbox is 37%. Okay, so what can we change that for? That's 35%. We need to do another EOS. This will be another grid penalty. Okay. Gearbox, can we change that to anything? 44. 44. Yeah. No, hang on. Let's have a look. The engine is okay. EOS is not good. Change it for... That's not going over. Gearbox is... Okay. So engine is okay, EOS is no good, and gearbox is no good. Okay. Let's look at the inbox here. So, again, 29 seconds for pit lane stops. Okay. Race weekend, R2. So Monza Grand Prix this weekend, and as I say, I'm going to do this one now. I may do some driving on Monza, but not as a manager.
Welcome to life in the fast lane.
It's looking like good weather all the way through. Okay, so let's simulate to qualifying.
Welcome back to what is
Which is 20th and Alonso is 18th. Grid penalty 19, wow. I think I'm going to simulate to the race. They will be down the bottom anyway, so Right, we do have a... The aerodynamics are
Here we are,
nice and
folks.
strong
We're back for another
for
day of scintillating F1 action. It's racing.
Alonso. So, Djokovic is on 19th. It's fairly straightforward for him. His strategy is going to be hards. Just 53 laps. So, I'm going to say 35 laps. No, say 30 laps. No. And Alonso is a good driver, although he is last. It's got to be softs, I reckon. 53. Go as quick as you can. 15 laps on softs and then the rest on mediums. Maybe you can change the strategy. Here he is, set up. There you go. So, start the race.
As the sun continues, here we are at the oldest circuit in Europe. For this, the Italian
Probably fast forward this a fair bit.
And it's lights out. And
First thing I'm going to do
away
is
we
look
go.
at the weather forecast. Track temperature 35 degrees, very low track rubber, normal track grip. So that could be good for the I would expect Alonso to get up through the pack a little bit. Let's have a look at the tyre strategies. Djokovic is the only one on hards. Alonso is on softs. There's a combination of medium and softs ahead of him. His targets are going to be Latifi. Latifi is his next first target, I would say. Great thing is that he has, if you look at his engine 82%, ERS is 95 and gearbox is 88, so that's good. He's got all the penalties taken. Just going to keep him going for about, I said 15 laps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push him. Push him for 15 laps. I think if he gets past Albon, not an easy task. Latifi will be definitely overtaken, a chance of overtaking him.
DRS enable.
You can see there's only 10 seconds between the Leclerc leading and Alonso on 10 seconds. 10.5 seconds. Also, now that his EIS is sorted out, I'm going to use overtake. If you watch the EIS there, see he's used it to overtake Albon. Now it's fairly new to me, this, not EOS but the actual playing around of it, so
Martin with a great play there.
sees 91% there. Alonso's got past Albon. And next up is Latifi. He's got past one Williams and try and do it to the second Williams. Drugovic is setting fastest laps. So that's pretty good. Albon is coming back up at Alonso, so Alonso hasn't quite got that position yet, but he's closing up on Latifi. So let's have a look at last laps. Alonso is quicker than Latifi on the laps there, you see. He's going to be striking fairly soon. You see it goes down to 77%. So it's getting, the EOS is being depleted. Latifi could be soon in Alonso's sights. So both of them are lapping quicker times, which is good. Alonso could take him here. DRS is open. That's hasn't been able to get enough space to do that along the straight beforehand, the chicane. Now he's in a good position. We are only lap 5 and there could be a safety car. There's a crash.
Look at that! They've run wide.
Verstappen has won wide. Let's have a look at
Let's
this.
take a look at the replay. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
He went wide, yeah.
Dear oh dear, that's far wider than they would have wanted.
That's why there was almost a yellow flag. Meanwhile, Alonso is going to be taking Albon soon. Latifi, sorry, second to Williams. He's already taken over Albon. Drugovic, remember, is on hard, so that's good. And there you go. Latifi, oh no, Latifi's battling away. The Canadian who doesn't drive F1 anymore is battling away very well, Alonso there, and that's helping his fellow Williams driver Albon maybe take back his position. This is not what Alonso wanted. He wanted to get through these two a lot quicker. DRS is open again. This time Alonso should have enough track length to overdo it. He has this time. That's a very good move into the chicane there. That was a good move.
That's it.
So
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position. Is that a lockup?
So Alonso is now up to 17th. Next up is Ricciardo. And Verstappen is 15th. What is the gap? There's only 3 seconds between Alonso and Verstappen, and that's the 15th place, which would give sponsorship money. And from 10th place is only about 6 or 7 seconds. Alonso is still trying to get away from Latifi and Albon. You can see now that that EOS has got significantly lower. Let's build up again quickly. I think what we'll do with the EOS is overtake. We will harvest it, get it going again, and not use it.
We just need to charge up.
Copy.
It's been useful. It's overtaken 2. Meanwhile, Djokovic is set his best times. Remember, he's on hards. So we said the Alonso strategy was going to be 15 laps for the softs, and he's 67% at the moment. And Alonso is being overtaken again. Could be a safety car here. Remember, the weather conditions are set fair for the whole day to be good. Latifi's overtaken Alonso.
We've just had a spin. Let's have a look.
Nice.
What's this? We're looking at Lando Norris. What a spin!
Now Albon is coming back again. Djokovic lap times, although he's got clean air, are good. This is Alonso and Latifi. Latifi has got 77% softs against Alonso 61. coming into the finishing straight, starting straight. DRS is a long way back though. So we said 15 laps was the strategy for Alonso. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the interval. So he's if he gets past Latifi, he'll be about 2.5 seconds behind Norris. Track grip is normal. I'm going to look at lap times and see if they're coming down. If they are, then I will probably pit. Albon is still on Alonso's tail. So let's have a look.
Got loads of energy.
Okay, copy.
So now he's boosted his energy. So 129.299. Quicker than Albon, only just, and quicker than Djokovic, pretty obviously. Oh, I say, almost the TV went wide there, and that's given Alonso a chance. I'm going to check these last tap laps. That's all the chance Alonso needs, the double world champion. He's close enough now. And DRS. DRS is on. Can't quite get him out. Very close to off. Dangerous. I think he's going to get him soon. There could be a safety car. No, there's no safety car. There's been a few near misses there.
Oh, they've run wide.
Perez, that is. %46%. No, he's improving his laps. clear Latifi, and then probably pit. No, not as a position again. No, he's taking it back again.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
How's he? What a battle! Let's get both of them there now. Once his lap times are improving for himself, %. Who is going to pit? What's going to happen? The Latifi isn't going to pit for a while.
Cool a bit.
Yep.
Box.
Okay, box. Okay, pit lane.
Copy. So use pit limiter.
Also mediums now. Could be some pit activity at the top. 81% for Djokovic. So let's fast forward it quite a bit.
We've just had a car run wide. Seems to have been a lockup.
So he said 35 laps, 25 laps, do we? Okay. 30 laps, it was part of the pit window. Let's see if Djokovic is gaining. Or
Box.
so he'd be pitting.
Yeah, copy. One.
The engine is 38, EOS is 37, gearbox is 50. Not great. Looks at end of the race.
Pit lane.
Copy.
Alonso's 51% on the mediums. That is not good. So let's have a look. So from 10th place down, 16. From 10th place about 35 seconds. From 15th place, Alonso about 22 seconds from 15th, and a sponsorship money for the target. Those tyres are Norris hard, Albon hard. It's very likely Alonso's going to have to change again. Djokovic definitely won't have to.
It will be difficult to recover the front.
Copy.
So what do you want? What would you want? Box? Excuse me. I don't have that.
Here's the replay. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this.
Is this going to be a no safety car, but we're going to pit anyway.
Copy. Pit entry.
Copy. Just pit limiter, just a reminder on pit limiter.
So it's not looking very good.
We can take a look now. Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car.
Oh,
What a spin out! And that was a... That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
uh-huh. Not quite. Latifi, 54% remediums. He should get home on that.
lockup.
Let's look at this battle between Hamilton. Hamilton won the last Grand Prix. He's chasing down the sights.
Last lap. Last lap.
The Ferrari fans will be absolutely delighted if they could win this.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
It's right near the end of the race now. Can Hamilton do it? Round Parabolica.
Was that a lockup on the track?
Tremendous race. Not much in it. 0.2 free. And first and third for Ferrari on their home
Crosses the
territory.
line first. He's taken the win.
So that is checkered flag.
So that's very disappointing. 19th and 20th. Don't quite know what I did wrong with the strategy.
That's checkered flag.
Alonso had a new gearbox. Not hitting anywhere near the targets for sponsorship. It will be Singapore next. I'm going to have a look at the finances. Let's have a look at the board confidence, as I'm not doing very well. Let's see what they got to say. Low board confidence, and so the exceeding objective is 8 for above. We're below target at the moment. So really probably need to get some points on the board. Okay, thank you for watching. Catch you again. Been good to be back streaming. and I hope to be doing some more streaming this week. Follow me on Twitter at SportyPH2 for that, and as I said, also I do share football tweets, mostly Serie A and European stuff, including the European competitions, but also with the Rugby World Cup coming up, I am going to be tweeting out some stuff about that as well. Okay, thanks for watching, catch you again, bye bye.